Good afternoon, all, and welcome to the Brightstar Spark. I'm Shanie Boshoff, a Brightstar facilitator. We all move through life and different events and different seasons, but today specifically, I'm going to focus on the daily transitions we make as we move from work to our personal life. 1 out of every 5 employees really find it tiring and challenging to shut down from work. So when you're in your work mindset, you prioritize, you strategize, you problem solve, you build teams, and then you move from work to home, but you keep on communicating, keep on problem solving. And then without you knowing it, you stop in front of your home, you haven't geared down in any way, and you are feeling actually frustrated because you haven't finished what you set yourself out to do. Why is it so difficult to transition from work to life? And the answer is quite easy. It's because your brain cannot focus on more than one domain at a time. So you need to be present and engaged in one domain, and you need to grow the ability to shed one mindset and then embrace a new mindset. Poor transitions can lead to several things like burnout, productivity can decrease, there can be feelings of inadequacy, and relationships can be strained. Brene Brown refers to relational capsizing, and that means where you take all your personal emotions and you just dump it into a relationship. So that relationship becomes capsized or even overwhelmed. And that will look like the following. There's emotional spill that I've just referred to, unwarranted. There can be disconnection because you are not paying attention and people feel invalidated. And it can also be that there are conflict or strain because there are unaddressed emotions. So, what do you actually need when you transition effectively from one domain to another? 2 things. You need to be intentional and you need to be emotionally vulnerable. So you are intentional when you are acknowledging that there's a transition, that you need to transition, and you recognize that you are in the process. That's how I say you become a shift shaker. You plan those transitions in the beginning. You decide how many phone calls you're going to take on your way home, and you stick to that. As one example. You decide what playlist you're going to listen to, whatever works for you. And then, secondly, becoming emotionally vulnerable. And you do that by giving yourself some grace to experience the feelings of feeling uncomfortable or uncertain and even guilty, as you do not feel like you want to rush on but just want to finish whatever you're busy with. So, just think how it may sound and how often it may happen if you actually go with your work mindset into your home. It could sound like when you enter and say, there's just one more thing that I need to do and then I'll be done. One more phone call to make and then I'll give attention. It may be that you are so managing, perhaps micromanaging at work, that when you get home, you start off without greeting your list. Have you done this? Have you done that? Have you made this? Have you done that? It may be that you launch your work drama into your home as you set your foot into your house. You will not believe what happened to me today. It was absolutely chaotic. Listen what they said. Dumping. It could also be that you think you are in a very practical solution mode and giving you solutions that are actually selfish and not applicable to the personal situation. When you tell your loved one as you enter, listen, I'm not going to go to that business meeting you asked me, or that business dinner that you asked me to go to. I'm just exhausted. I'm not good company. Be assured that there are strategies that you can use, and many experts, and I'm only naming Cole Newport as one, but there are many of those who actually emphasize the importance of creating boundaries and rituals so that you can effectively transfer. 4. The first one is you need to schedule a shutdown time so that you can signal to yourself and others that the workday has ended now. So close your laptop, put away your files. Secondly, you need to create a shutdown ritual, especially for those of us who work from home. Go for a walk. Take a 15-minute coffee break outside, uninterrupted in your garden. Thirdly, you need to communicate that, otherwise it would not be not interrupted. And fourthly, you need to separate physically your work and your life situation. So that could be closing the blinds, closing the door. May we all become shift shakers. Plan. May we embrace our new mindset when we go from one domain to another. May we show up. And may we all master to transition, enjoy. Thank you so much.